So Focus and Saber, as you probably know, as of patch 13, have introduced Ultra Grind ordeals into Space Marine 2, and I want to talk about this because this is just not right to me. This is just not right to me. Look at this. So this is how you unlock one cloak on one character, is you have to complete 50 missions on Absolute. It was 100. It was 100. Now it's 50. This is ridiculous. They put it in the game thinking people would like that, and I guess they heard the feedback right away because they fixed it, and they'll probably fix it again, but this is ridiculous. You can't do this. You can't do this to people who have put hundreds of hours and spent hundreds of dollars in your game. I deserve this already. This is not fair. I deserve my character to look exactly how I want. Why would I want to do this? I don't even know how to play Absolute. That's the fun of learning. By the time I do this, I'm done with Space Marine 2. By the time I'm putting that much time in, I don't want to look at this game ever again. That's PTSD. I have Space Marine 2 PTSD by the time I'm done. And that's just one character. That's one character. By the time I'm done with this one character, getting this one cloak on this one character, I will never want to touch this game ever again, or probably even look at a Space Marine, or even look at a cape for that matter. I'm going to be literally scarred. I'm going to literally have psychological damage. I'm going to literally have psychological damage after finishing this, just so I can have my cloak, and I'm not even gonna wanna touch it. I'm not even gonna want to touch this game after I'm done. This is like Old Boy. It's gonna be like Old Boy, where he's stuck in the same room eating the same dumplings every single day. And it's like it's the same Space Marine, playing the same Space Marine, playing the same character, the same missions every single day just to unlock this. And I guarantee you, people playing this, let me know if I'm calling you out here, you've probably had to switch the look of your Space Marine. You've probably had to change his colors, or his armor parts, or his decals, or something, just so you're not looking at the same mush over and over for 50 hours, 25 to 50 hours bare minimum. This is easily going to take you 100 hours. Why would I want to do this? I want to switch it up. I want to play Vanguard. I would say I'm a Vanguard player. I want to play Vanguard. I want to play Assault. I want to play Bulwark. You don't even have capes or Bulwark. You have the Iron Halos, though. I want to play Sniper. I want to play every class that exists, and I can't. I can't do that now. If I want to unlock this cloak when I'm still myself. See, people change. I'm not going to be my same self anymore. I'm not going to be me by the time. I'm going to be me in the future by the time I get this cape. I, in this present moment, will never ever use this. This isn't fair. After all the money, look at this. I can't use this. I can't be my Darth Vader Space Marine. That's just who I thought of looking at this guy. It's Darth frickin' Vader. Look at him. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I can't even use it. For literally no reason. I'd buy this. I would spend money on this. I would probably spend more money than I'm proud of to buy this. I'd even buy the red one. I don't even like the red one that much. Red one probably goes good with this guy here. Let me see. Red one probably goes pretty good with this guy. Yeah. That's pretty friggin' cool. I can't use it. If I want to use this assault build, I have to play this 25 times. That's hours. Do you understand? Most people can't play Absolute. Most people can't play Absolute on their own. And because you can't respawn in solo operations, because you can't respawn on your own in solo operations, most people who do not have the adequate skill for this game are going to go to online mode to try to be carried by the players who can play Absolute, by the pro players. So that is a mass influx. Of people who are not good at the game, or maybe they're decent. That is a massive influx of people who can't play Absolute that are on Absolute. So you literally might get a room full of like 3 guys who don't know what they're doing now on Absolute, whereas before you were with people who matched your skill level. I should play Absolute because I want to play Absolute, not because the game forces me to. I shouldn't have to do anything because the game forces me to, although that's probably nothing you haven't heard before. And then what do I do when I want to go to Vanguard now? It's complete progress resetting. Although, again, nothing you haven't heard before. Here's something you probably haven't heard before. Sometimes this is all people have in their life. Sometimes this is all people have. And it makes a difference. It makes it just feels different. I feel different feelings when I'm using this feather cape versus when I'm using this black one. The game is different. Like, you've probably felt this before when a game does something like this. Doom the Dark Ages is an example. If Doom the Dark Ages did not have its custom difficulty, I would just think of the game different. I would not like it as much. I would not like that game. My whole life would feel different because video games are a big part of my life, and my whole life would feel different. I would not be as happy right now if that game did not have that setting. I would be a happier person. I literally would be a happier, more productive person that looks forward to their days more if this cape was in the game. This could be made by anyone, probably. It clips through the armor like crazy. It's not even quality. So this could probably be made by anyone with any digital design skills. This can get people killed. This can get people killed because I have spent. Oh, let me back up here. I have spent about $150 on this game and almost 200 hours playing it. And I feel very spit on by Saber and Focus. I feel very spit on by them because I'm a dedicated player. So that just leads me to ask, like, why? Like, Focus and Saber, that people are, how this works. You know how this works. I think they do know how this works. I think it's done on purpose. Because they want to pad, they know people are going to grind for this. They know people want this that bad. They know that it does actually affect your feelings. It does affect literal happiness. I literally feel my brain chemically is different. I'm playing with a chemically different brain with these things unlocked than I would be with this one. Why can't I have a black one of this? Why can't I make this black? Why can't I have a black Salamander's cloak? Like, there's no way you don't think people would want that. Or why can't this one be longer? Like, people are going to want to throw their lives away over this because it's just that worth it. Like, people are going to want to. This just isn't fair. And like I already said, I'm pretty sure most of you would too, rather than just take the EA approach and make these cost money. Because at least money's subjective, and I guess time's subjective too. Some people have more time than others, but, some people have fuck you money. And I guess that fuck you money ends up being fuck me money. Because here I'm just throwing it all to Saber anyway. So fuck me. My money, no more money for me anymore. Because I'm giving it all away like I already have. given. I've given money to this company for things I can't even use. I bought the Iron Hands Champion. I bought the Iron Hands pack for the Tech Marine. And here I can't even use the pauldron. I can't even use her. Here it is. Oh no, here it is. I guess I do get this one. There's another part of it I don't think I get though. There's another part of it I'm pretty sure I don't get to have. Oh. What was something? Either way, I mean here's DLC. Here's DLC I bought and don't get to have. So either way. Yeah, here it is. Here's an Iron Hands. I don't have this. I can't have this. I have to unlock this. Do you understand that if Focus and Saber put these cosmetics in the game, if Focus and Saber put all these cosmetics in the game, even if you already still had to buy them, if they made them not unlockable, do you understand this literally would stop crime? Do you understand this would make crime go down? Because people would be happier. This is fact. When Romans introduced the circus, crime went down. When the population is happy, crime goes down. People literally might commit crimes because they don't have their cloaks in Space Marine. I'm not lying to you, that's science. You can ask psychologists, that is how it works. There are people who are down on their luck right now. Now, I'm not saying this is an excuse, it's absolutely not. But there are people who are down on their luck right now who genuinely might decide this is serious. There are people who genuinely might decide their best course of life right now. For any reason, they might decide this was just the last straw for them. This might be all they had in their life, was this game. And they might know, like I said earlier, I am a happier person because Doom the Dark Ages introduced that custom difficulty. They might know how much happier they'd be. This might be all they have left. They might not want to live anymore because you did this to them, Saber, or Focus, whichever one. They might not want to live anymore. They might decide they don't want other people to live either. This is real. You can get people killed, Focus. You can get people killed by not giving them their Space Marine. This might be all someone has in their life. And you are taking them away after they have given you money that might be hard for them to come by. That money they spent, they might have saved for weeks for. They truly might have. It might have been all they had. And you are taking from them. You are taking out of the mouths of people. You are literally taking food out of people's mouths, basically. This is stealing as far as I'm concerned, because I've given so much money. I will probably have to play another 500 plus hours to unlock all these things, because I'm not very good. I don't finish my runs most of the time. I don't finish my runs. And yes, I could probably play them on the easier difficulty, but not for these things. You have to play them on the hard mode. You have to. So, like, I'm not lying to you. Poor Bob, or Jerry, or whoever our little example character is for this game, for this metaphor, might just decide that he has had it with the Lord resting his shaft atop his face. This is the last time he is going to be dicked by the universe. And that he might just decide to go and end it all in the worst way imaginable, because Saber and Focus decided that they wanted to be greedy. So yes, the choices you make matter, Focus and Saber. These things matter. These are not just unlockables in a game. Sometimes this is all people have in their life. And you are basically deciding, you get to decide, Saber. And that because you're deciding, someone else might decide to make a bad choice because you want to be greedy. And that's basically rant over. There's nothing to say more, hasn't already been said. This is bad design, and you developers need to stop doing this, or you are the reason aliens aren't going to visit us. Bye.